I, I, I believe when I was growing up that I was not the fastest, I was not the biggest, I was not the best dribbler, I was not the best shooter, I was not the best whatever. I believed that I was not the best, but I believed that I was a smart player. The indoor game was for me, man. I mean, I was like, okay, I can do this. You know, I love playing it off the boards. I love banging into the boards. I love the physical part of it and the excitement of it. And I remember scoring a few goals. My thing was somehow I needed to get to those boards. I needed to bang on those things and I needed to celebrate. And it was perhaps my last goal that I would ever score. And it was like that every time. And it was, you know, that was me. To me, that goal, that particular time, it was just a highlight that I needed to express for something to come out of me. And yeah, if it's flamboyancy, absolutely, if that's what they call it, but I call it just clear excitement for the fact that that's what you get paid for.
Game-winning goal is overtime, and this is what it's all about. God, man, I'm excited. This is beautiful.
Chico Borja, born in Ecuador, raised in New Jersey, American collegiate star, member of the U.S. national team.
Absolutely not. I play hard. I played as hard as I could every single game. I don't remember having a bad game, and I don't think that's saying that I'm egomaniac or whatever. I never did. I play hard. I score goals. After the game, it took me a long time to recuperate from those highs that I took myself into. To realize that we had an amazing product that was community based, to see what the product was and to see how amazing it was, how you come in Wichita, are you ready? And it just went crazy, and the people see us playing the games and hoping, and there's another season that we lost in the playoffs, and man, we get behind them again and again and again and again until it was over. But while he was there, man, it was fun. It was awesome.
Now with those player introductions, here is PA announcer J.B. Johnson. And now, Wichita!
And of course, our Wichita Wiz mascot. How about a big welcome for Chico? Chico, of course, named after his favorite Wichita Wings player and legend, Chico Borja. Chico's going to be up in the stands all game long, wreaking havoc. Make sure you have your phones ready to take a picture with Chico.
Actually, while they do the...
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome tonight's opponents, the New Mexico Runners. Wearing number 0, playing goalkeeper Nate Yeager. At midfield, number 2, Vince Aragon. Wearing number 4 on the pitch, Colton Ord. Number 7 at midfield, Skyler Rose. On the fence, number 8, Jackson Rogers. Wearing number 10 at forward, Giovanni Dialba. Wearing number 11 on the fence, Royland Ramirez. Number 14 at midfield, Fernando Luis Martinez. Wearing number 20, playing goalkeeper, Donato Pirascato. Number 21 at midfield, Rashad Amadi. Number 22 at forward, Sergio Fuentes. Number 23 at midfield, Mario Matute. And at forward, number 86, Alex Stillinger. Your head coach, Steve Famolietta. The assistant coach, Nick Famolietta. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the New Mexico Runners. Let me hear you, Wings fans! Starting goalkeeper, the Lawman, Steven Hammerstein. And at midfield number 82, the Eagle, Colin Walter. Ladies and gentlemen, your head coach, Roger Downey, assistant coach, Kevin Tonight. Tonight's trainers are Serena Little and Eddie Lola. Ladies and gentlemen, these are your Wichita Wings. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing. Remove your caps and direct your attention to the west goal. The Tornado Alley Young Marines Color Guard will present the colors of the United States of America. The Young Marines strengthens the lives of America's youth by teaching the importance of self-confidence, academic achievement, honoring our veterans, good citizenship, community service, and living a healthy, drug-free lifestyle. The program focuses on character building and leadership and promotes a lifestyle that is conducive to being productive members of society. And now, please join us in paying respect to our colors as Ashley Showalter sings our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you so much, Ashley Showalter.
Everyone, welcome into tonight's MASL2 broadcast between the Wichita Wings and the New Mexico Runners. I'll be your host tonight, Peter Espinosa, alongside me once again, former Wichita Wings player and coach LeBaron Holloman. LeBaron, so the Wings, 4-0, and on the opposite end of the Midwest standings, we've got tonight's opponents, the New Mexico Runners, at 0-5. They're conflicting and contradicting records. However, that doesn't mean an automatic win. In fact, Coach Downey said could be a trap game for the Wings if they're not focused. What's the mentality going into a game like this where your opponent hasn't had the same amount of success that you've had early on in the season?
I think you have to be, like Coach said, this could be a trap game. You know, you can't go into it with the mentality of, you know, okay, they're 0-5, you know, so it's going to be a cakewalk. You know, the games are played on the field, not on paper and in records, and so they're going to have to show up with the same performances that they've had that's got them to be 4-0 right now.
So tonight, as I said, Wichita Wings 4-0, started the season undefeated, but they do have a few absences tonight. Brent Hobson, starting defender, and another big one, Jared Robbins, your starting target man, the big man, the California kid up front. It's been a while since we've seen the Wings play a game without him, so tonight leading the line is going to be a rotation of three, Juan Zamora, Branson Felty, both rookies at this level, and then Matt Sherrod, usually a midfielder. What are you looking for that 2 to 3 man rotation, and how's the Wings approach to offense going to switch without Jared in there?
Yeah, it's going to change a little bit because Jared's a good target, hold-up target. And so the three that are switching with them now, they're going to have to be a little bit more mobile, and their mobility is what's going to lead to what's going to generate the attack for them today. So having Jared not in the lineup, it's got to force how they play it a little differently, because you can't play it to the target and hold it up. Although I think Juan Zamora may be able to play that role a little bit, because he's a strong kid and he's showing a good level of understanding of the game right now.
All right, Wings fans, so tonight the Wings are going to start with Branson Felty, David Lucio, Kieran Laking, Kevin Tenike, and Taylor Henry. The opponent tonight, the New Mexico Runners, as we mentioned, 0-5 to start the season, but they played the Omaha Kings, who's second in the division last week, very well, 7-8 contest, so they're seeing some improvements on the defensive end, and tonight they did only bring 12 field players. So something the Wings may want to do is potentially run them out of the building if they can, but we'll see how the Wings approach the first half here with the New Mexico Runners on the attack, and they're given some trouble, some real trouble to the Wings here early in the first quarter. But the Wings will have side out on the far right side through Kevin Tenike, and the Wings will start the attack through the middle to Branson Felty, and in a really aggressive challenge.
That was a good example of where he's trying to play like Jarrett, and so he wasn't as strong in that moment.
The foul's on Colton Ord, number 4. And here we go, and a quick shot. The New Mexico Runners will try to clear here. Cleared straight to Tenike, back in the middle to Lucio. And the Wings can't really sort out any sort of offensive opportunity there, but they will have possession again through Kieran Laking near their own bench, and the Wings will get some quick subs here. Hammerski back across the field to Laking. He'll get it across the yellow line and play a ball in the air to Matt Sherrod. That's a tough one to take, and once again the challenge coming from Ord. And now the Runners will have possession here. Crossfield ball. Flicked on, intercepted by Daniel Sack, but still not completely cleared by the Wings. And now we're going to get a foul on one of the new faces, a guy that you know really well, LeBaron, Alfonso Lopez, a really exciting player. His first game for the Wings, plays for you in Salina. Tell us a little bit about who we call Fonzie and what his game brings.
He's got a lot of skill. He's strong on the ball. He's got good vision. He's made for the indoor game. I believe he's made for the indoor game with the skill set that he carries.
Yeah, a lot of the indoor game is putting the sole of your foot on the ball, keeping it under control, and then making a decision. He picked that up immediately. A guy who came through tryouts. Now he's on defense here. Great save from Hammerski. Another shot, another save from Hammerski, and a great couple of saves early on for Hammerski here. So Fonzie did lose the ball in possession there, but we got a quick look at his ball skills and what he can do on the offensive end.
New Mexico set up defensively very well tonight. They're not giving Wichita a whole lot of time on the ball.
Daniel Sack, a good opportunity for a shot, and then Lima had to pick it up out of the air, full volley, side-footed volley, and gets under it a little bit and sends it high. But as you said, LeBaron, New Mexico set up well defensively, and they've been very aggressive on their challenges on the target man. All 3 of the Wings target men have got a nice shove in the back when a ball's come through the middle. Juan Zamora now can get away. Oh, held up very well. Another new face in number 19 is Fabio Schneider for the Wings. Now we're going to have a shot from Alex Perez. Wide right, Fabio Schneider with the follow-up on an open net. Just came too quickly for him to direct it towards the goal. But a good couple opportunities for the Wings. Alex Perez going to slow it down here and let the Wings reset offensively. Tenike through the middle to Juan Zamora. He's got a runner through Tenike. Shot, easy save for the keeper. But the Wings doing really well offensively to be patient and recycle and restart and not force it too much.
That was a good possession from Wichita. You know, they held the ball well, kept it for a good long spell, and finished off with a shot on goal.
So first shift for new man Fabio Schneider. Well, the Wings kind of get away with one there on the substitutions, as Fabio, new to the indoor game, maybe went off a little too early before the Wings were able to fully clear. And Hammerski in a bit of trouble now. Laking's probably going to have to just send that down the line, and he does. And once again, Branson Felty with that beautiful turn. Shot, save from the runner's keeper. But that is a story we know all too well with Branson Felty.
And he shows why he's scoring a lot of goals. He didn't have a great angle on the shot, but he was still able to force a decent save from the keeper.
And that turn on kind of just a ball to clear the lines, Branson turns it into a shooting opportunity with a simple hedge toward the ball and then just a turn, and he's back in, and it looks like he was pulled down there by number 8, Jackson Rogers, a face that, if you've seen any Wichita selection games a few years ago, he came from the Springfield Demise, a really good defender. He and his family moved to New Mexico, so he now plays for the Runners. Matt Sherrod, great turn on Jackson through the middle. Tough one for Lucio to take down high off the chest, but a good turn for Matt Sherrod.
That's where Matt, once he learns the indoor game a little better, he'll understand that the best ball in that moment probably would have been off the inboards to a streaking David Lucio into the box.
Yeah, great point. Knowing your angles there maybe sets Lucio up with the ball at his feet, but Matt Sherrod does well to win it back. Good sliding challenge from Colt Nord there to dispossess Taylor Henry, who, if he doesn't intervene there, Taylor's in on goal. And a shot turn into his left foot, number 10, Giovanni Villalba, but it's high and wide, and Stephen Hammerski will have a throw. So no real dominance for either team here in the early stages. Both teams with a few chances. The Wings have probably had a little bit more of the possession, but no statistical advantage as of yet. Lima down the right board. Stefanzi tries to let it run, but Colt Nord with another good intervention, and Colin Lauder tries to find Juan Zamora in the corner, but out of bounds instead. LeBaron, so for a team that's 0-5, we've only seen 5-6 minutes of them so far, but it seems like their game plan is we need to be aggressive defensively and not let them have anything easy.
Right. I think you're spot on. You know, they're not giving Wichita much time on the ball. When they do get it, they're being physical with them. So, this is their game plan. This is what they feel they need to do to get back into the win column. And it's working so far. Because Wichita's had, even though they've had a couple of good looks on goal, they haven't had anything real clear that you can say, you know what, that should have been a goal.
Right, yep, great point. The keepers made a couple saves, but they were both pretty much directly at him or tight enough angles where it's easier for him to miss it than to save it. So Juan Zamora holds off his man well and earns a free kick on the far side. He's going to come over and get a quick sub. And into the game for the Wings is Branson Felty and Kieran Laking. Laking, lofted ball near the keeper. No one there. Maybe he and Felty not exactly on the same page, but Branson wins it back anyway. Branson muscling his way towards the goal, 1-on-2, and he still wins the Wings a free kick.
That's good work from Branson to hold the ball up and keep it really nice and strong on the ball. He's a good player. He's one to keep watching.
Yeah, he's had an absolutely spectacular start to the year, leading the Wings in goals. The Runners had a 2-on-3 that they tried to break the numerical advantage, couldn't do it. And now Colin Lauder in a bit of trouble here on this close side, and he's dispossessed, and the Runners are going to come out with possession and the opportunity to attack the Wings' goal.
Wings had too many men on the field. They got lucky.
Did they?
Yeah, they got caught with too many men. He didn't catch it, though.
That is, and Hammerski makes a mistake as he clears wide inside his own defensive yellow. So the Runners are going to have a free kick at the top of the box, which is never something you want to give away, really, in any situation. Hammerski won't be super happy with himself there, but a really strangely taken free kick by Jackson Rogers at the top of the box. And I'm not sure if it was too early or what, but he'll get bailed out and they get to do it again.
Yeah, we're supposed to wait on the whistle, and he was a little too quick on the trigger right there.
So we'll see.
It's interesting how they're set up for this free kick. Almost
sandwiching the wall, and it works. As The New Mexico Runners, number 11, Froilan Ramirez, the left footer, scores direct from the free kick, and really not hit with a lot of power, just kind of found the spaces, and I think Hammerski had to have been obstructed there visually.
Yeah, I think he was obstructed, and I think the shot came in through the wall. It came in through the wall, underneath the wall, something like that, and it was on the opposite side of where Hammerski was standing.
So that setup there, they had their two midfielders kind of sandwiching the Wings wall, which is kind of odd, but it's there to create some confusion, to throw off the wall. Not sure what to do there, but the Wings back on the attack. Lima crossed the goal, picked out easily by the goalkeeper, Nate Yeager.
Lima's got to play that ball along the ground. He put it up in the air where it's easy for the keeper to use his hands to grab it.
Matt Sherrod picked off well in the middle of the field. Wings can break. Down the boards, Colin Lauder, tight angle, not a lot of help, and he just knocks it across the boards, and once again, Nate Yeager, an easy gather. Kieran Laking's got to be careful not to foul, and he'll be lucky that they don't notice that that looked kind of last man to me. Tenak was far enough across the field that I don't think he could have made an impact.
Right, and it wasn't a whole lot in it, so to be fair, but it was a foul.
Oh, and Hammerski, we've got a little bit of an altercation in the box. Hammerski threw down Giovanni Villalbi. Not sure what happened there, but David Lucio's got a shooting opportunity here. Poor touch, almost scores anyway. Tenak recovers, and it looks like we've got a deflection. Tenak not happy with the call, but it's going to be runner's ball, and we'll get a media timeout here with 7:25 left to go in the first. New Mexico Runners 1, Wichita Wings 0. So, LeBaron, I didn't see what happened there. Did you see?
I didn't see it either. I just saw the end of it where the New Mexico player was picking himself up off the ground. So, no, I didn't see what's going on there. So, obviously, he impeded Hammerski in some way that he didn't like what happened, and put him to the ground.
So, early on here, Wings down 1-0, halfway through the first quarter here. New Mexico Runners have done well despite their defensive struggles early on in the season. They've been organized, they've done well, and they capitalized on top of the box opportunity, which is kind of a no-no to give away in any situation. What do the Wings do for the rest of the quarter here to maybe create more clear-cut opportunities and really give the Runners defense some issues?
The one thing I noticed is New Mexico's playing with a little more urgency in their game right now. Wichita's a little more. I think they're a little too relaxed right now. They need to pick up their energy and play with a little more energy and enthusiasm as they go through this game, because right now they're getting beat in that area of the game from New Mexico.
So as we mentioned earlier, Wings down a few key players in Brent Hobson and Jared Robbins. So there's a bit of a personnel switch that they're having to deal with. A couple new young players in for their first experience at the M2 level here. So those guys, Fonzie Alfonso Lopez and Fabio Schneider, are going to have a few nerves to shake out before they really make an impact. They've had a few shifts. Fonzie on the pitch right now, wearing number 14 tonight, usually worn by Brent Hobson. But we'll see if he can be a game changer tonight. He's really, really a quality player, and I'm excited to see how he does in his first game. A very classic Kieran Laking, aggressive, no-holds-barred challenge from him. He takes no prisoners on the defensive end and does everything he can to protect what he's got. And another good clearance from him. It's going to pop out to the goal scorer, Froilan Ramirez, but he's dispossessed, and the Wings are going to try to clear it again through Branson Felty, and oh my. And we've got a foul called, and the crowd isn't happy, Branson's not happy, and I hate to say it, but I agree with him.
I agree too. I don't know how that's a foul, because it looked like the New Mexico player went to ground on his own to try and win the ball.
Yep, and Branson came out of it. Here we go. Fonzie can finish. Oh, yeah, just wide. Oh, but it's tapped in by Taylor Henry. Number 13, Taylor Henry with the goal, but that's created by Alfonso right there. Taylor on the boards, getting the crowd bumped up, but well done by Fonzie to shot fake, cut inside.
Exactly. It was well composed there because it looked like he was going to take the shot on the first effort, but he had enough composure to shift it onto his right foot to create the opportunity.
I'm not sure if Fonzie will get the assist there, but he sure deserves it. His shot was just wide. Taylor Henry, good anticipation to be there on that back post for anything that pops out, though, and the Wings tie it 1-1.
And that's what the Wings needed to do. They just needed to keep grinding, keep going. It wasn't a matter of when they were going to score, if they were going to score, it was when. You know, they just got to stick to the game and minimize mistakes like that, right? Because that's the only way the New Mexico is going to stay in this game is by making mistakes like Hammerski did to give the free kick at the top of the box.
And that goal was kind of born out of what the Wings perceived a bad call, and Branson Felty turned in, was a one-on-one with the keeper, but the referee brought it back for a foul. But good pressure from Branson and Fonzie, and Matt Sherrod has found just acres of space up top. Hammerski found him. Taylor Henry now with the ball. The Wings had a little bit of a numerical advantage, but they're going to slow it down. Ball into the corner from Christian Lima. And Fabio Schneider, great win from Christian Lima. And he knocks over 5 to 7 drinks from fans down there in the Family Mitsubishi VIP area. Great shot if he was aiming there. But if Lima doesn't make that challenge, we're in trouble.
Right. It was a goal-saving challenge. You know, he was in the right spot at the right time, and he was aggressive at the right moment, like right there again. You know, denying the target player an opportunity to get on the ball.
Lima's just going to clear it down the field here. Wings were in some trouble here. Now Jackson Rogers for the runners will start the attack. Runners in red moving from left to right. And Lima, once again, this shift, he's made 3 or 4 interventions to stop runners' attacks. So really kind of lung-busting shift for him, as now he's all the way on the attacking end. He'll find his way back out. Well, he's going to take out the midfield position. Ball into the middle. And once again, I don't think Juan will just fall down himself. He's hoping for a call, but he doesn't get it.
He positioned himself very well, and that was a good find from Kevin Tenike.
Yeah.
I think Juan, you know, he's going to have to be stronger, though, be stronger in that moment. You know, and that's where another example of where Jarrett, you know, would have been ideal for that particular moment in the game.
Yeah. Maybe the ref deemed that Juan was trying to buy it, but in that situation, Jared's bigger than about everyone, so he's probably not going to even need to try to buy that there with hands on his back. And a great challenge from Juan Zamora. The target man does incredibly well, and then draws a foul. Great shift from Juan. He's upset with the ref for the earlier no call, but he does well to recover there and to help the Wings on the defensive end.
Well, and to be fair, he lost the ball on the far boards right there, but you know, like you said, he did well to work his way back to win it back for us.
Colin Lauder, 82 on the ball. He's been quiet so far. We haven't seen much from him in this game, but he did have a really good doubleheader last week. Played incredibly well, especially after he took a shot to the face from an early first quarter ball in the first game of the doubleheader. Then he went on to score 4 or 5 goals on the weekend. So Lucio cut inside. Another shooting opportunity. Good save from the keeper, Nate Yeager. And now the runners pressing the other way. They've got a 3v2 if they go quickly. Jackson Rogers, back to Jackson Rogers, can shoot. Great block from Kieran Lake.
Yeah.
And then a really questionable decision.
Yeah, that was very ambitious there. Very ambitious.
Yeah, the side-footed full volley from about 40 out from Froylan Ramirez. But an incredible block from Kieran Lakey. That's what, the crowd cheered almost as loud for that block as they do for some of the goals. So that's what you love to see from your defenders, and the crowd appreciating a good block like that.
Right. Well, and as a defender, that's your job. That's your job, is to sacrifice your body, put your body on the line to make those blocks, because they are just as valuable as scoring a goal, because they're preventing a goal.
Daniel Sack tries to play it down the far boards to find Alex Lopez, but clocks one of the referee's assistants in the penalty box there instead. So 1-1, 3.5 minutes left here in the first. Matt Sherrod, good winning tackle. He's double teamed, but still manages to poke the ball back, but the Runners still attacking here. Shot high, and they're in trouble. Wow, and the Wings get bailed out by a mishit from Sergio Fuentes from the Runners.
That's a good little move. This is
shot. Oh my.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say this has been a good spell for New Mexico. They pinned in Wichita, had them pinned in with chances, and there you go, got a great goal out of it.
Colton Ord, number 4 for the Runners, an absolute rocket with his right foot, top right corner. Hammerski dove, couldn't do anything about it. Colton Ord, he's been, in my opinion, the strongest defender for the Runners too early on here. He's pretty much manned up with all 3 of the Wings' target men. And now he's going to give the Runners a 2-1 lead as well. Really, really strong hit. Juan Zamora dispossessed by Colton Ord. Colton Ord's everywhere at the moment. That's got to be a foul. Got to be a blue in my opinion. So Colton Ord from 0 to 0 in about 15 seconds. Scores a great goal, then just a really unnecessary challenge on Juan Zamora when he had help.
Yeah, I don't know what he was thinking there, you know what, but whatever he was thinking is good for Wichita. He had him in where he wanted him. I don't know. You know, they're playing with a lot of amped up energy, New Mexico right now, and so you know that may have played a part in it.
It's got to be adrenaline right there because that was really unnecessary. He had Jackson Rogers in behind for help, so
yeah. Good opportunity for Wichita to get back in this game on this power play here. We'll see how well they move the ball and generate scoring opportunities.
So on the power play tonight, Daniel Sack in for the absent Brent Hobson. Kevin Tenike up top to Daniel Sack. Daniel Sack's running the point on the power play. To the right side for Kieran Laking. Kieran, the left footer, on the right side so he can shape for a left-footed shot. Wings just working it around here patiently. Move the runners side to side, get them a little tired so they can create an opportunity. Kieran Laking, good save by Nate Yeager.
That was good from Wichita because while they were moving the ball side to side, the New Mexico team kept sitting deeper and deeper, and so it allowed Kieran to have a shot from closer to goal. So that's good stuff from them.
Kieran with another shot, but a good block there by Froylan Ramirez, the captain for your Runners. Sack, a lot of time to work at the top here. Not a lot of pressure up top. Sack can shoot if he wants. Left-footed shot, blocked. Tenike, the ball doesn't fall well for him. Wings can reset, but that was good. Kieran pulled pretty much every defender low, flicked it back out up top. Sack had a decent opportunity for a shot.
Yeah, I like to see Daniel try and put his laces through that. He tried to side foot it with a little bit more accuracy. You know, from that close, he can just smash it.
So the Runners doing very well to block every opportunity the Wings have had here, but they've got 35 seconds left to create another opportunity or two and score on this power play. A minute 17 left in the half. Colin Lauder, top of the key shot. Found Taylor Henry back post. And Taylor just couldn't wrap his left foot around the ball to divert it goalward.
The New Mexico player got a good block in right there, too. He was in the right spot at the right time. Otherwise, it's 2-2. So, penalty now over. Wings can shot here, Tenike, and that was the opportunity right there because Tenike on his right with a lot of time to think and shoot. That is a missed opportunity for Wichita. Yeah, you can see what Kevin was trying to do, though. He was trying to shape it and bend that ball into the top far right corner there. Yeah, he just got underneath it too much and put it up into the stands.
So the Wings created a lot of good opportunities there, but the Runners' defense on the power kill, a lot of bodies in front of the ball, defenders and the keepers, so really well done by them to maintain the lead. Looks like going into the second quarter.
3-line pass.
But now they've gifted the Wings an opportunity here. They'll have a yellow line free kick in the offensive end, 22 seconds left to maybe create another opportunity here and tie it up before we head to the second quarter. Branson Felty into the game for the Wings. He'll take up this left wing, and now he'll have the opportunity to shoot. Back to Ten Eyck. Ball bounces, and he doesn't get a shot off. And the runners back the other way through Jackson Rogers down the left. Kevin Ten Eyck, good intervention. Lucio's got 10 seconds to create an opportunity. But Colton Ord there to snuff it out again. He's had an incredible, besides his blue, he's had a great quarter. Time will run out here as it'll be the New Mexico Runners 2, Wichita Wings 1. So the Wings down by 1 as we head to the second quarter here, LeBaron. We probably not the scoreline that the Wings thought that would be after the first quarter. Definitely not the scoreline we thought. But what's your initial thoughts on the Runners? They've been quite good.
They have been very good. They have been very solid defensively. They've gotten out on the break well, and they scored 2 goals. 2 goals. Wichita scored the 1 goal, and so on the balance of the game, I would say, it's probably a fair result given the way the game's going right now. But it's still a lot of game left, and Wichita is generating chances, so they'll get their chances. They just got to make sure defensively they're solid as well, though.
So, and one thing you talk about a lot, especially last weekend, was game management for the Wings. But I think the more important game management is going to come in for the Runners as they're shorthanded. They have only 12 outfield players. I'm not sure we've seen all their players, but if they're going to want to keep this game low scoring, which is what I think they want, they're going to need to manage the game well and their players well.
Very exactly. And they're playing with a lot of energy right now, and that's the big question mark in my mind is, can they keep that energy up for the full 4 quarters? That's going to be a telling sign for me is, what happens, later in the game, can they maintain this energy level that they have right now?
Very well put. As we know, the Wings, 14 outfield players. They've got a little bit more legs, and they've played 1 less game than the Runners. They are coming off a doubleheader from last weekend, which you would think they'd be recovered by now, but it's some of the older players are probably still feeling a little bit from last weekend's doubleheader, as it is those doubleheader weekends are really tough on the body.
Yeah, and you got to understand, this is not, it's not like the outdoor field turf. This stuff is laid down over hard concrete, and it's a hard surface out there, and so banging around, bodies banging around, hitting the ground, it takes a little bit out of you.
That is another great point, especially sliding. It's not like on grass where it's got a little bit of cushion and give, and you slide it a little bit. When you slide in the indoor game, when you hit, you pretty much stop.
You pretty much stop, and if you don't stop, you're taking skin with you. When you get up, you got a nice area where you left some skin on the turf.
That's why you'll see a lot of the guys wearing those athletic tights simply to reduce the strawberries you get. Although once you're about halfway through the season, as we're getting closer to, you kind of just have an eternal strawberry in that one spot that you slide on.
Yep. And just when you think it's getting healed up, then you go and slide again and open it right back up, But it's like, like when you're playing outdoor, at some point you're always playing hurt. You're not always injured, but you're playing hurt somehow, somewhere. And that's the way it is in this indoor game as well.
Yep. I remember Jamie Harding told me about 10 years ago, after the second game of the season, you're injured for the rest of the season. It's just one thing or another. There's never a full recovery, so just tough it out and get used to it.
Exactly.
So Wings.
A little miscommunication down there that could have led to something more dangerous, but it didn't.
So Branson Felty down right now. He was pushed in the back by Colton Ord, and we're going to have a stop and play here for...
I wouldn't be surprised to see Colton pick up another penalty because he's playing very aggressive. I feel like that was a foul on Branson because he went through the back of him right there.
Yeah, he's definitely been the aggressor out of the Runners' defense, and I think he's maybe a word from the ref saying, calm it down, because every single interaction he's had with the Wings target man has been met with some sort of, looks like a push, a knee, something in the back that has not been comfortable for the Wings attacking 3. Lucio down the right side to Matt Sherrod. He holds it up. Probably good decision. Not a lot of help. Lima now can slow things down even more for the Wings. Lucio, tough take on the board, does turn inside. Got another opportunity to shoot. Takes an extra touch. Blocked well by number 23, Mario Matute. But Matt Sherrod, great win back for the Wings, and they continue to attack. Perez to Lima. Cuts inside. Left-footed shot. Blocked again by Froylan Ramirez. So the Runners really committed defensively right now, snuffing out every Wings attack.
Yeah, they're putting a lot of good defensive energy into the game right now. You know, Wichita's just got to be patient. Be patient, right? This is trouble here.
Oh, sack. Oh, Hammerski, goal-saving challenge by number 4. Oh, goodness gracious.
Yeah.
That is bad.
Yeah.
That one looked like it hurt. Was that Colton Nord again? I can't see the player
I
that's
think
down.
So. Number 4, Colton Nord. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
A really bad challenge from Colt Nord as he came sliding in and really took out Daniel Sack. Let's hope both of them are okay. The trainer's going to be called on here, and I don't blame him. Sack took an absolute crunching challenge from Colt Nord.
Yeah, he well, like you said, while he's defensively been solid, he doesn't exercise a lot of control in his game.
Yeah. Man. Sack holding his face and definitely shaken up, and as you could tell from my initial reaction, it was aggressive, probably uncalled for. And let's hope that Daniel Sack's okay and he can shake it off and continue on tonight. Sack's one of the stalwarts on the defense. He and Tenike run a 2-man line, and that's pretty much the only lock every game is Tenike Sack on that 2-man defensive line.
Right. Yeah, and I think they're missing Brent tonight because his ability to attack from the back is something that's effective for Wichita.
Yeah. As we know, Brent, a defender, but can really strike the ball with his left foot. Really technically gifted player. So Colton Nord did get a blue. Slowly made his way over to the penalty box. Crowd not happy, so he's kind of turning himself into tonight's villain. Wings still down 2-1, but on the power play. Shot from Alex Perez, too high. And we'll get a throw from Nate Yeager for the Runners, and they can relieve a little bit of pressure. So, Baron, one thing that the Runners definitely don't want to do is go down a man or have one of their obviously important defenders, Colt Nord, in the box all game, because that's really going to hurt them, especially with the few amount of players that they brought tonight.
Well, here's the thing. He's on his second blue card, so he's going to have to be careful now, if he wants to stay in this game. But you're right. They're not very deep, and so you want to keep your best players on the field when you can, and he's actually hurting them right now by getting all both these penalties. Even though the Wings didn't capitalize on the first one, it's keeping 4 players out on the field working hard, and it's tiring them out.
So on the power play here, Perez, he's probably didn't shoot that because of the earlier one that he skied, but it was a really good shooting opportunity. So the Runners more than halfway through, killing their second straight penalty from blue cards from Colt Nord. 45 seconds left. Tenike's going to shoot. Oh, and off the inside of the post. Really unlucky. Kieran Laking now. Tenike can shoot again if he wants. He'll pass to Perez. Perez, once again, not going to be happy with himself. 2 great opportunities.
Yeah, he's got to do better in that situation because Kevin set him up with 2 really nice opportunities to at least get the ball on frame.
Yeah, he's getting an earful from Kevin right now as well. He's not happy with the execution. 30 seconds left in the penalty. And Kieran Laking wins a header, but it's going to go out of bounds. And once again, Wings down 1-2, and they'll be really, something that could come back to haunt them later in the game, going 0 for 2 on power plays.
Absolutely.
Hammerski gets himself into a precarious position here. Jackson Rogers flashes it across goal, maybe looking for the angle to actually find the goal. A good defensive play from Alex Perez. It's in Hammerski's hands now. The Wings, if they go quick, can make one more opportunity from the power play.
this is a dangerous time right now because the penalty will end, right? And then, this is when a lot of goals happen, right, when penalties end.
Yep. Tenike shot. Another good save from Nate Yeager, and the runners can break through Colt Nord as he's just come out of the box. He's all on his own. Tight angle. Does take a shot. Doesn't trouble Hammerski. And the Wings have plenty of players back. That's one thing they're very good at, is getting men behind the ball and keeping the defense organized. But like you said, could be a scary spot here, and Colt Nord off to the races by himself there.
Right. He took that shot like a defender. It's a good thing he wasn't a striker. He didn't hit it very well at all, but that's okay. He got himself into that situation.
Erwin Lima, indecisive touch, almost sends the runners the other way. Long shift from Tenike. He'll go back into the bench, frustrated and probably a little bit gassed. So the runners have done well. Their defense has given them this 2-1 lead here, and really well done by Fonzie. Calm, cool header back to Hammerski, and now Fonzie's off to the races down this right side. Oh, and it's a decent. Oh, and Matty Sherrod, as the referee says no. Sherrod kind of had to whip a leg up and flick it in. Thomas Morton into the game now for the Wings. And he tries to find his way around Jackson Rogers, and he's dispossessed. We don't have the right angle for that, LeBaron,
right.
So we can't say whether it was in or not, but we do know it was very close. Oh, great shot from Christian Lima. Got to be a foul, yep. Good turn from Fonzie. Oh, Fonzie, stop.
That's his Achilles heel.
Okay.
That's his Achilles heel. He tends to get himself involved in situations with the afters and everything. And he gets drunk on emotion and makes poor decisions.
So that's one thing that we don't know about him yet as players, because in practice he's great.
Yeah.
He's a really positive player in practice, great for the dressing room, but we haven't seen him in a game scenario with the adrenaline running yet.
Right. That's going to be a problem. Not a problem, but it's something to keep an eye on. Is that second? He's always in for I wouldn't say a retaliation, but he doesn't take kindly to being played physical against, because he can play physical back.
Something we'll keep an eye on as we cross the 10-minute barrier. Fabio, he's got 1-on-3, tries to take on the lot of them. He's going to escape here, and Kieran Laking lets it run. Tenike flicks it to him. Colin Lauder's got some space to run into. A shot that's pretty easily blocked, cleared, and we're going to get top of the box here for the Wings.
He had Kevin wide open on that far left side there. If he would have picked his head up and saw that run from Colin, that is. See if the Wings can score off this opportunity here.
Kevin not happy with Lima going to the bench on this free kick.
They look disorganized.
Oh, Lima. Another really good hit. He's had two that have hit the post here in the last couple of minutes. So a bit of luck, a bit of maybe poor decision making from the Wings have got them down here. But the runners taking their opportunities, playing solid defense, and they've got a break here. Plenty of Wings back to defend. And Taylor Henry calmly finds Kevin Tenike, and they can break through Colin Lauder here. But they're going to hold up, take a breath.
New Mexico's playing very well. They're playing very well. I mean, they've been beneficiaries of the post and the crossbar a little bit, but they're organized with their defense right now, and then they're taking them on the counterattack.
A few very close calls for the Wings over the last 4 or 5 minutes. A couple shots that hit the post. Matt Sherrod had one on the goal line, blocked off. We didn't have a great angle to see whether it was in or out, but referee deemed no goal. Lucio down the boards to Thomas Morton. Thomas Morton he saw a couple shifts last weekend. He's seeing a few more here tonight. Lucio dispossessed really well by Vince Aragon for the runners. Here's Colt Nord, the pantomime villain for the crowd tonight. as he's got 2 blues and a goal and is kind of roughed up the Wings attackers, so the crowd's probably going to be hearing it from the Wings crowd for the rest of the night.
Yes, he will. He's, like you said, the pantomime villain for tonight, for sure. But he's put himself in that scenario, though.
He seems like he'd be okay with it.
Yeah, exactly.
On his second blue, he was really slow to make his way to the box, no urgency. And but hey, if that's part of the game plan for them to be physical, be aggressive, shake up the Wings' flow on the offensive end, it's worked well. He just needs to control himself for the rest of the game to not get himself in any more trouble.
Exactly. And I don't know. Hopefully he has it within him, but he hasn't showed that level of control so far tonight. But He's going to have to now.
I mean, it's a difficult line to kind of toe, especially, 1 blue in the first is one thing, but when you've got 2 and you're on the edge there, you got a whole second half to play. Plus, I mean, that puts you in a difficult position where you lose your ability to be aggressive for the rest of the game to a certain extent.
Yes, yeah, it does. It definitely takes away from your game because you like you said, you can't be as aggressive as you normally would in certain situations.
Branson Felty here. Double team, but does win the ball for the Wings. To the middle to Alex Perez. Great touch. Flicked left for Branson. He's got a runner in Tenike. Not a great ball to him. He can still shoot. Does. I think Kevin wanted that ball a little more out in front of him so he could one-time it rather than having to set himself up with a touch.
Exactly. That ball's got to be played out in front so Kevin can hit it first time.
Great ball
movement.
Oh, Colin.
Well done.
You thought it might have been too unselfish for a moment, but David Lucio finishes well.
That's fantastic composure from Colin Lauder in that moment right there. Most guys will get that, and then they're swinging a foot at the ball towards goal.
Yeah, Colin cut inside really well. Looked like he had just a shot on just an opportunity to shoot. Instead, finds the man that's just even more open in David Lucio. He bashes it high up into the top netting of the goal, and the Wings tie it up 2-2. So you thought the Wings might have lost their offensive flow for a little bit after they had 3 really close chances that missed. But then kind of a moment of magic from Colin Lauder there, who is patient, unselfish, and finds David Lucio for the goal. So 5 minutes, 43 seconds left here in the second quarter. Wings tie it up 2-2. And if you were looking at any sort of predictions before the game, this is probably not where we thought we'd be. But, the Wings want to win, obviously. But for the crowd, for the the neutral, it's good to see that we've got a good game on our hands.
Exactly. Like you said, for the neutral, this is a really good game. I think Wichita's had the better of the chances to score goals, but New Mexico's making it difficult, and they're not just laying down, rolling over. And so it's made for an exciting game, and I think it's going to be that way throughout. I think what will happen, though, is if Wichita can get up by 2 or 3 goals, that may deflate New Mexico a little bit, and it may cause for, or may give them a little bit easier time of it.
So the runners have been very committed on the defensive end, bodies flying in, shots blocked. They've been fairly organized. The Wings have created, plenty of chances, but they've kind of been half chances because the runners have, like I said, the defensive commitment is there. Whether they can push that through and do it for 4 quarters, we'll see. Long night ahead of us.
Yeah, I think Wichita's just got to stay true to the task right now. They're getting chances on goal. Like I said, they hit the post and the crossbar once or twice. And so they just need to be true to what they're doing, and then making sure, though, that they've got the defensive side of the game taken care of as well.
So Daniel Sack back on the field. Good to see him okay after that crushing challenge from Colt Nord. Thomas Morton helped him out while he was injured. Sack now, great defensive play there to clear the lines. You'll know when Colt Nord's on the ball because you'll hear our fans, and their voices are loud. Colin Lauder creates some space down the middle here. To the right for Lucio, shot Not hit well, but Carl Lauder, really, really good play there to once again be patient and find the open runner.
Yeah, and I like what he did was he ran at that defender and committed the defender, and then before he tried to lay it off to Lucio, which was very smart play there.
Colin, of course, a veteran. He was on your training squad with the Wings back in 2012 when they came back. Tons of talent, played at Drake University, played for the B-52s when they were here, and now this is his third year with this rendition of the Wings. Really, even as he gets older, just really quick feet, lots of step overs. He's tricky.
Yeah, he's very tricky. That's his game. That's his game. That's always been his game, and so Lima's got to be careful there, right? They may try and even this up. They've given two penalties. They've given 2 penalties to New Mexico. They may want to even this up and start giving penalties for Wichita.
Yeah, as we saw last week, Lima himself does have. He's got something in there that kind of gets him up for it. If somebody gets in his face, he's not going to back down. And we had to be separated last week as kind of a silly play after he was challenged. The opposing player came in and pushed him for no reason, and it's hard to just do nothing in that situation.
Yeah.
But he's got to keep himself under control here as this runners team kind of trying to incite some altercations here and even further separate the Wings from what they want to do in the game. Shot from the runners here, wide left. Hammerski not having to make a save. Taylor Henry does well to hold up for the Wings. Sack through the middle for Branson Felty. Oh, he turns really well, but the runners have some helpful defense. Taylor can shoot here if he wants. Does. Good save from Nate Yeager as the clearance from the runners was pipped out by Taylor. Alex Perez, oh my, let it go. Not sure if he wanted that advantage or not, but it looked like he may have had the opportunity to commit a defender shoot or distribute.
I think he was off balance a little bit. He got clipped a little bit, took him off balance to where he couldn't sort his feet out.
So free kick from the right side. Kieran Laking, ball flashed across goal. I think it was a pass for Branson Felty, but the keeper, and Colton Ord in trouble here. He does clear, and that's going to be a foul on Alex Perez, and it's going to be a blue.
See, I don't think under normal circumstances that's a blue card, but because they've given 2 already, they want to even it up a little bit.
So Alex Perez, number 9 for the Wings, will spend 2 minutes in the penalty box. Maybe less if the runners can convert and go back up 3-2 here. They'll have 2 minutes to try and do so. On the power kill for the Wings, you've got Daniel Sack, Kevin Tenike, Taylor Henry, and Branson Felty. We'll watch here. If the ball goes to Stephen Hammerski, Branson Felty, you'll see him sprint to the bench, and David Lucio, or potentially a different player, will run into the defensive end and try to create some havoc in a short-handed scenario. Taylor Henry wins the ball well. It's a 2v3. Oh, and he makes it a 2v2 if he goes quick. But he's dispossessed, and he's going to try to keep the pressure on here. Try to kill as much time.
No need to foul.
But now he'll sprint back. Crowd really appreciative of the effort. Yeah, Taylor giving the signal for going 2 minutes running, sprinting back and forth is tough enough. And then when you try to go on a full field run, it's hard.
Very difficult. And then now you got to defend the penalty. Yeah, he's gonna have to suck it up right now.
Yep.
He's gonna have to be mentally tough in this moment right now because he's hurting from a fitness standpoint, right?
Hammerski does well. Giving Taylor. See, Branson should stay since Taylor's come, but maybe they'll just do 2 subs here and get 2 sets of fresh legs on the top of that box.
Yeah.
So Kieran Laking into the game along with David Lucio. Kieran does really well. Got a lot of work to do. Runs away from Jackson Rogers. Can score. Oh, man. Oh, and 2 chances. Short-handed opportunities gone missed. They probably should have scored there through either one of them.
Think that ball, if it's on David's left foot, it's a goal.
Yeah. Kieran incredibly well there to turn away in a short-handed opportunity and just sprint towards goal. So 17 seconds left. The Wings have almost done it, and honestly, they've created the more opportunities on the power kill than the Runners' power play has.
This is a good power kill. This is a very good power kill for Wichita if they can continue.
Yeah, they're going to kill the power play, and really, really well done from the Wichita Wings. And Branson Felty just that's a veteran type play right there. He doesn't have a lot to work with, so he just draws the foul up on the boards to get the Wings out of a jam.
Absolutely, absolutely. Like, this kid's gonna be a star in this league.
Juan Zamora, crowd's not gonna like that.
Yeah, Juan's got to make a better commitment to get to the ball. He just gave him a 2-minute penalty.
Wow. I
don't know if it was for the foul or for the afters, you know.
Yeah, we'll have to check that at halftime, but it didn't seem aggressive enough, nor was it in an attacking opportunity for the Runners to warrant a blue. But
yeah, because it was so delayed. I'm gonna say it's for something he said.
Nevertheless, a tired Wings 4 of Henry, Sack, Laking, and Tenike. We'll have to kill another one here. And then if they continue to kill it into halftime, since there's a minute and a half left, they'll have another 20 seconds on the other side of halftime to kill again. So not the way that the Wings wanted to end the first half, but we'll give them some confidence on the defensive end if they can kill 2 in a row. Shot comes in from the Runners, cleared by Kieran Laking. Minute left in the half. Minute 24 left in the penalty.
Wichita's defense is good. I don't know if they're just that good or New Mexico's power play offense is just not that. They're not that good.
Well, Daniel Sack played very high.
Yeah.
Putting pressure on Froylan Ramirez. So trying to cut out, keep him to one side, so there's not a lot of opportunity to switch the field.
And that's what it's about. Is when you're defending is you got to take something. You got to give up something. You know, and what you give up is the furthest away from the goal.
Oh, good save from Hammerski. That right above him, but it came in with such power that's a tough save. That's a good save. Because even a lot of times in that situation, LeBaron, even if you get a hand on it, it might not be enough because of the power.
Because of the power, exactly.
Oh, wow. Branson Felty late into the game. Oh, Hammerski. Reaction save as it took a deflection on the way through. He was already on the ground. Great save.
That was a bad sub from David Lucio right there. He put him in that scenario.
Yeah.
He subbed way late and forced Branson to have to play catch-up to defend after the play had already bypassed him.
So we're going to go into halftime. On the other side of halftime, we'll have 21 seconds where the Wings will have to try to kill the rest of this penalty as Juan Zamora is in the box. But we're going to go into halftime 2-2 and everything to play for in the second half, LeBaron. Kind of an inspired New Mexico team coming into this game without a win against the top team in the division, the Wichita Wings. Well done to them. And what's the most important for them in the second half to keep up this effort and this momentum?
The most important thing for New Mexico is to not deviate from the game plan. They have a clear game plan that they've got, and it's working, you know, and they need guys that stay bought into that game plan and don't deviate from it.
So we'll see if the Runners can hold on here for some sort of result as the Wings try to go 5-0 before they get a 2-week break. And then they'll be back here in a couple weeks for another home game. But a lot of work to do here tonight against the New Mexico Runners. We'll be back here in about 14, 15 minutes for the second half between the Wichita Wings and the New Mexico Runners.
Sorry, Chico. Sorry, Chico. Come on, come on, come on. I know. I'm sorry.
Hey, welcome to Family Mitsubishi. My name's Elmer. How you doing?
Good.
Hey, I know you're here to upgrade your car.
Yeah.
So I just need the keys and...
Chico, it's okay. We talked about this. It's Family Mitsubishi. We're in good hands.
Hey, Chico, just don't worry about it, man. We're family here. We're gonna take good care of you. Just give me the keys and I will show you that brand new car. All we need now is your signature.
Wait, Chico, you know what? This time, you can drive.
I believe when I was growing up that I was not the fastest, I was not the biggest, I was not the best dribbler, I was not the best shooter, I was not the best whatever. I believed that I was not the best, but I believed that I was a smart player. The indoor game was for me, man. I mean, I was like, okay, I can do this. You know, I love playing it off the boards. I love banging into the boards. I love the physical part of it and the excitement of it. And I remember scoring a few goals. My thing was somehow I needed to get to those boards. I needed to bang on those things and I needed to celebrate. And it was perhaps my last goal that I would ever score. And it was like that every time. And it was, you know, that was me. To me, that goal, that particular time, it was just a highlight that I needed to express for something to come out of me. And yeah, if it's flamboyancy, absolutely, if that's what they call it, but I call it just clear excitement for the fact that that's what you get paid for.
Winning goal is overtime, and this is what it's all about. God, man, I'm excited. This is beautiful.
Chico Borja, born in Ecuador, raised in New Jersey, American collegiate star, member of the U.S. national team.
Absolutely not. I play hard. I played as hard as I could every single game. I don't remember having a bad game, and I don't think that's saying that I'm egomaniac or whatever. I never did. I play hard. I score goals. After the game, it took me a long time to recuperate from those highs that I took myself into. To realize that we had an amazing product that was community based, to see what the product was and to see how amazing it was, how you come in Wichita, are you ready? And it just went crazy. And the people see us playing the games and hoping, and there's another season that we lost in the playoffs, and man, we get behind them again and again and again and again until it was over. But while he was there, man, it was fun. It was awesome.
American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on problems that actually matter.
Hey, Dave.
Like giving Jeff his ladder back before he takes it back. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Check the reviews. The people have spoken. Epic Heating and Cooling is the call to make. Make sure your home is safe and efficient with our $79.95 furnace tune-up special. Year-end savings on complete systems. Epic service, not epic prices. Epic Heating and Cooling.
American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on problems that actually matter, like figuring out which remote turns the TV on. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher.
All right, LeBaron, so the Wings coming back out onto the field with a little under 2 minutes left in the second half. Usually they start to trickle out around the 4-minute mark, 3-minute mark, probably because there's more to be said at halftime this game than there has been in the first 4 games, because there's an absolute battle that they've got on their hands. 2-2 against the New Mexico Runners. So what do the Wings say at halftime? What do they switch up, if anything, here to try to gain the advantage over a resilient Runners team?
I think for me, at halftime, is the first order of business is kill this penalty. Kill this penalty to set us on the right foot, and then I would like to see them pick the tempo up a little bit, press them a little bit, and put them under pressure, put the keeper under pressure a little bit, and see can they play out of pressure, because I don't think they're going to have the legs, New Mexico that is, they're not going to have the legs to, run in the fourth quarter if you put them under pressure and force them into mistakes and everything.
So as we talked about before the game, you're missing 2 key players, one at the front, one at the back, in Brent Hobson and Jared Robbins, and I think we've definitely seen the lack of their experience, and just their overall presence tonight as they're replaced by, younger guys in the squad who maybe won't have that extra bit of confidence to take somebody on or to sometimes just find a simple pass. I mean, who have we missed more, and how is it different trying to fit in 2 younger guys for 2 really experienced guys?
Yeah, I think who do we miss more? I like to say right now I feel like we're missing Jarrett more, because we're getting into the attack. We're just not holding the ball long enough in certain areas of the field or certain moments in the game, and so I think Jarrett's presence up top is what we're missing. But having said that, as I think about it, Brent's ability to attack from the back has been something that we've been missing as well too. So,
as our good friend Johnny Freedom makes his way off the field, we are going to go into a 5v4 situation for 21 seconds here to start the second half. The Wings are trying to kill what seems like a long time ago, but it's back-to-back penalties pretty much, as Juan Zamora is in the penalty box for the Wings. The Wings' penalty kill will be Taylor Henry, Branson Felty up top, and then down low, a little bit of a switch-up. Kieran Laking on the left and Kevin Tenek on the right. And we get things underway here in the second half. Wichita Wings, New Mexico Runners. And Kevin, good clear for Branson Felty, and he's always seems to be making that run, and he just doesn't get a touch on the ball before it bounces up and out of play.
He's got good instincts, very good attacking instincts, Branson.
And a shot from a long ways out, blocked by Kevin Tenite, clipped header. It'll go up and out of bounds for a runner's corner. So it looks like we've got 1 second left in the penalty, I believe. The board is showing 1. So I think we'll see Juan Zamora here very quickly. But a shot to shoot from Forlan Ramirez, and he makes the penalty count with literally 1 second left to go, and that's disheartening.
Very disheartening, and that goes against probably what they said at halftime. They needed to get a stop here, to get some momentum in this game.
So the Wings make it. So actually we had 21 seconds left in the power kill. The scoreboard showed 14:39, but clearly there was some tenths of seconds left. So with tenths of seconds left, the Runners score in their second penalty, their second power play opportunity. And that's one of those situations where you feel like luck maybe comes into it. If the bottom of the league team is going to beat the top of the league team, they need one of those nights, and maybe it's just one of those nights. We'll have to see here if they can finish it out. They do have the lead 3-2.
David Lucio, I'm watching him, got a good eye on him. He's got to be better in possession. Right, here's a good opportunity right here. There's another example right there. He's got to be much better in possession. He loses it too often.
Yeah, once more draws a foul here in a really dangerous position for the Wings. But Lucio, we know he's an incredibly talented player, really quick off the dribble. I mean, one move can absolutely send you on your butt, but his decision-making just hasn't been there the last couple weekends.
No, it hasn't. It hasn't, you know, and it's like everything's labored for him, you know. It's like it's hard work for him, you know, and it shouldn't be.
So Kieran Laking and Tenike over the ball here, really just right outside the penalty box. And a really good opportunity for the Wings here. Just a quick shot from Tenike, and he converts. Easy as that.
Wow, that's a great finish from Kevin. He took it top shelf.
I wouldn't call it exactly from the training ground. It's one pass and shot. But hey, they all count, and just a beautifully struck ball from Tenike, high with power, really giving the keeper no chance.
Yeah, that's good awareness, though. Maybe it wasn't from the training ground, but that's good awareness from the two on the ball there to recognize that scenario is available to him.
Daniel Sackman, a little bit of a decoy run straight into the box where he just ran into some defenders maybe to kind of distract them, and then Tenike just puts it top shelf, and the Wings immediately get that goal back. Oh my. And they kind of create something out of nothing, and then they score right back. So we've got 3 goals in 1 minute and 10 seconds to start the second half here, and that's kind of the epitome of indoor there, that minute and 10 seconds, LeBaron. Exactly. A lot can happen in very little time.
Exactly. You're right. That's indoor soccer right there. You know, you get a lot of goals that can come real quick in the game, and right now we're in one of those moments right now. But what the Wings can't do, they can't keep trading goals. If they want to get back in this game, they can't keep trading goals with New Mexico.
So runners with the advantage, then the Wings bring one back, then the runners get one immediately back again, and we're at 4-3, runners lead. And the Wings will try to work it out of the back here. Sack through the middle. Fonzie with the good win. Sherrod, shooting opportunity. Good save from Nate Yeager as he just put his body in front of the ball. Fonzie trying to work his way into a shooting opportunity. Finds Colin Lauder. He's guarded well by 3. Tries to clip it into the middle for Matt Sherrod. And the runners, it's not pretty, but they worked very hard to get themselves out of that defensive jam.
Look at them working well. Look at them working back to win balls and get back behind it. You know, that's good work from Colin Lauder right there.
Yeah. One thing we talked about at halftime with LeBaron was if the runners are going to do this tonight and get a result here, we're going to see just how fit they are here in the second half, because a few guys doing a lot of running. In the middle for Taylor Henry. Lima now on the ball. Cuts onto his left, tries to shape for a shot, not there. Branson Felty, double team. Lima can shoot. Not the connection he was looking for, as the ball was kind of looping, spinning, and bouncing. Kind of tough to judge. Kevin Tenike down the boards here to Branson Felty. He's got Tenike in a good position, but he can't find him. Probably makes the smart decision.
Yeah, once he decided that he wasn't going to go to Kevin, the right decision was to possess the ball. Look at New Mexico's energy right now.
Yeah. Kevin Tenike just has to loft it into an attacking area for the Wings, but too close to the keeper. Yeager picks it out of the sky, then returns it to the sky very well to find Sergio Fuentes, but he's triple teamed, and now the Wings come back the other way through Branson Felty. But once again, the runners back on defense very well. Fabio Schneider, shooting opportunity, and just high. Really well taken, as it looked like he was going to be dispossessed. Oh, and then Christian Lima. Just a foul. We move on. But we haven't seen Fabio really affect the game tonight, but he did well there to find himself some space for a shot. Juan Zamora now back the other way. Across the box once again, off the inside of the post. That's 3 times tonight. Maybe even 4 if I've forgotten one. Lima past his defender in the middle to Juan. Not a great touch from Zamora, but he does slide in to win it back. This game is very high-paced at the moment.
It's opened up. The game has opened up quite a bit. But again, I'm giving credit to New Mexico. They're getting behind the ball, making it difficult for Wichita.
And once again, the Wings have created a lot of opportunities, but there's Zamora, that opportunity. Good shot, but it's just he's a little wide. The angle's tough. It's going to be something special if he's going to finish it from that spot.
Let's see what David can do here. This is what he wants. He's got.
There you go. Across the middle. Oh, really well done by David Lucio. Went past his defender, very direct. Played it across the box to Juan Zamora. Juan off balance, can't get it. Lucio once again. I think he's shooting there.
Yeah, he was shooting there.
Oh, Alex Perez, well done. That's a blue.
That's a foul.
Referee's not going to give it. Maybe I was premature in my call to blue, but he's going towards goal with not a lot of resistance in front of him. Across the box, Alex Perez, kind of a half shot, half clip into a dangerous area.
Yeah, I think he was looking to play Juan Zamora in on that play right there. They didn't read each other. They were on different pages.
Caught a little bit in two minds there, not sure exactly what he wanted, and last minute maybe thought, I'll do something different, but opportunity wasted in the Wings.
Yeah, even if he would have found Zamora on that, he would have had an awful lot to do to bring that down under control, too. It was clipped up high.
So the runners with the advantage and with the ball. Shot, good save from Hammerski as he parries it well out of his box, out of the danger area. Alex Perez, good find David Lucio on the far side, and he can run at his defender, does. That's the direct play we want from Lucio, and they were probably going to get a foul. Nope, referee says no. Lucio's not happy. 3-on-2 opportunity the other way from the runners. Far side here. More Wings back in defense now. Matt Sherrod comes back to add in the numerical advantage for the Wings. Colton Nord, kind of a shot cross off the tall side of boards. Lucio, once again, does not get the foul, and he's
got a reputation though, and he's looking for the call. You know, if he stays on his feet a little bit, you know, he might get that call a little bit more.
Yeah, he did have to try to kind of squeak his way through multiple runners, defenders, and maybe went down a touch early, but still, when you're going at the pace that he goes, any sort of clip sometimes will, you know, just to protect yourself, you just go down so you're not putting yourself in any more danger. Colt Nord to the right side here. Fonzie trying to hold off his defender, does well, but now, Colin Lauder, good tackle. Didn't go to ground too quick there. Colt Nord, once again, good strike. Hammerski saw it late, even though it was right at him, so I think it ended up being a kind of a difficult save. Game's getting quite physical now. Hammerski, another good save. Kind of right at him, but the way he saved it would make you feel like he saw that one late as well. We got a warning of some sort over there, LeBaron?
Yeah, warning from something. I don't know where it's from, though. It must be from... Oh, for David Lucio. And they got David Lucio for embellishment.
Gotcha. So, in the outdoor game, we call that simulation. They're giving it the name embellishment here. They're saying Lucio was too quick to ground, looking for it rather than actually receiving the foul, so he'll have to, I guess, be careful. But once again, when you're going at the speed Lucio goes, sometimes protecting yourself by going down rather than trying to break through multiple defenders is just easier, but he'll have to be careful not to get a second warning.
This is what I like to see from Wichita. Put a little pressure on him.
Good high press.
Get a little pressure on him. There we go. And now we can pick it up in a higher position on the field. Okay.
That's a foul. Yeah. Good turn from Juan. Juan he's had spots tonight where he's been roughed up, spots where he's close to scoring. He's done all right. The runner's defense has just been very on it. They're all there tonight.
Yeah. And it's clear that's a committed game plan for them.
Sack shot, easy save for the keeper, Nate Yeager. He throws it long, looking for a 2v1 situation, and the runners have got an opportunity to score. And that's 2-minute penalty on Kevin Tenike. Hammerski not happy, Tenike not happy, but I think they got it right.
I think so too, because he had accelerated past Kevin right there, and Kevin was in a tough situation.
So number 22, Sergio Fuentes, was the one who drew the foul from Tenike. He's the last man, and I believe that is a shootout.
Yeah, it's going to be a shootout.
Yeah. So the crowd not happy, but the runners will have a shootout here, and it's going to be Froylan Ramirez looking for his hat trick, and he'll have a one-on-one opportunity against the lawman, Stephen Hammerski. With 7.5 to go here in the second quarter. We should get immediate timeout right now, but I think the refs are caught up in the blue card.
Yeah, you can't give it on a foul.
Okay.
You can't take the media break on a foul.
All right, thank you. Yeah, thank you for the clarification. I was not aware of that. So here we go, Froylan Ramirez. And off the inside of the post, Hammerski does enough, and that's a foul on Froylan Ramirez. And the Wings and the crowd are looking for a reciprocating blue on Froylan Ramirez, probably upset he missed the shootout, but nevertheless, so the Wings are once again trying to kill a penalty. 5-on-4, runners with a numerical advantage. Oh, that's a Branson Felty draws the foul. He's so good with his back to the ball, and he's got it's not just one move. He's got all sorts of tricks there to draw the foul, to turn a defender.
Yeah, he's definitely shown an ability to pick up this game. You know, he's made for the game, the indoor game. He's getting better with his decisions. You know, like I said, he's been a great student of the game, and you can see that the impact that he's having.
He's got 10 goals in his first 4 games. He's scored at least 2 goals in every game so far. Oh my. Well, we'll get back to that, but right now we're going to talk about Froylan Ramirez, who completes his hat trick off of a really sensational strike.
Yeah, it was very. He reminds me of a guy I played with, Janoni Martinez. You know, he scored a lot of goals like that with that sweet left foot that he had.
That was, as I said, he completes his hat trick, and that one was the pick of the litter right there. On his left, really not a lot of forward momentum. It's a standing strike pretty much, ball rolling a little bit, but he the precision with being able to find the corners with his game has been impressive tonight.
Yeah, he's shown to be their goal scorer, and so Wichita's got to take note of that and don't give him free shots. You know, granted that was a power play, you know, so he was going to be a little more open, but in the run of play, going to have to be aware of where he's at on the field if they want to maintain, you know, keep it, you know, on the 2-goal lead right now.
Yeah, and he doesn't need a lot of space. He's shown he can step into something really close to his body and really release a shot quickly. So, a stat that we haven't talked about that we got from halftime. In the first half, the Wings had 19 shots. 9 of them were blocked. So they're looking at almost a 50% rate of blocking shots, which is very good. It shows an absolutely committed defense, which is right in line with what we talked about all game with New Mexico. So, and as we can tell, we're halfway through the third quarter, and their effort, their fitness, their energy, it just hasn't seemed to drop.
No, it hasn't. And you know, if this is any indication, this is where it's going to be until the end of the game. And Wichita's going to have to pick their game up to get back into this game. They need the next goal. The next goal has to come from Wichita.
Yeah.
If they want to stop this momentum from New Mexico.
And it gets to a certain point where when you come into the opponent's territory, you're winning, you're beating the top team in the league, and you know that you're getting towards the end of the game. The legs are heavy, the lungs are working overtime. But then adrenaline takes over, and you know you got to give everything. You can recover tomorrow. And they're getting to that point right now where we're going to see just how much is left in the tank and if they've got something to take over and finish out this game. Lima on the break through the left side through Sherrod. He holds off Froylan Ramirez, but Ramirez sticks a foot around, wins it well, and we're going back the other way. Matt Sherrod ends up with the ball again at his foot, and he makes a poor decision. Tries to find Lucio. And now the Wings are beginning to chirp at each other a little bit.
Yeah, they got to be more disciplined. They got to keep their discipline. And because if they start getting at each other, then they're worried about the wrong things.
I think another good save from Hammerski. Shot from Vince Aragon, and the momentum is definitely with the runners now, as the attacks are coming more frequently for them, less frequently for the Wings. And they've got another opportunity through Froylan Ramirez. Great block from Christian Lima. Body on the line, sliding challenge. And a good turn from Rashad Ahmadi to get himself away from the defending Taylor Henry. And now the runners, long way to go in the game. They've got a 2-goal lead, but no reason why they can't slow it down and preserve the legs a little bit.
Yeah, this is good from them. This is good from them. All right, they're in control of this game. They're controlling the game right now. Once again, 5 behind the ball, making it difficult for Wichita right now.
And they're pressing quite high. They're not retreating to midfield. They're going to make the Wings work for it. It's got to be a foul again. Juan Zamora does well to get away from the defender.
Delayed 2-minute penalty.
Oh, it is, yeah. I didn't see that. Thank you. So Juan, once again, he's been in the trenches tonight, battling every defender, and there he wins the Wings an opportunity to really cut this lead back to 1.
Yeah, that was good strength, and he even fought through that challenge and got a shot off on goal.
Yeah.
That was good from the referees, though, to let it play through, and so we had a chance, and then go ahead and bring it back.
So the runner's not happy about the call, though. I think it's a pretty clear blue, and they've got a disadvantage opportunity that they're going to have to kill off here to keep the momentum with them, because a goal here, and then you get the crowd behind you. That's a big momentum shift for the Wings. Tenike shot Laking, blocked from Ramirez. Now to this close side, Alex Perez, back up top for Tenike. Far side Laking, shot again, once again. Froylan Ramirez, another block.
He's doing it all for them tonight.
Yeah.
You know, on the defensive side, offensive side. You know, he's a big candidate for man of the match right now.
Oh, absolutely. The Wings are looking for that Kieran Laking left-footed shot on this power play, and he has been the one to really dispel that all night long. Let's see if he can do it again. Once again, easy block for number 2, Vince Aragon, and the Wings. So they've had 3 or 4 shots in about 18 seconds here, LeBaron. You got to think that they're going to get one here on this power play.
I just say that everybody got it right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But once again, lots of runners, defenders getting in the way of that shot. Tenike, far side, Laking. Oh, and he trickles it through. There we go. We love when the Englishman celebrates. Kieran Laking. That was about precision, not power.
Yep. Put it in the right spot. And that sometimes is a dangerous shot because the keeper's expecting a ball to come in hard, and he gets set for the hard shot, and the one that comes, it's like a changeup in baseball. You know, you don't expect, you're expecting something coming hard, and you swing a little early. Well, he got and set himself so early that the shot had a chance to find the back of the net.
Yeah, and in those situations right there, the keeper's responsibility is high. Everything else low is the defenders to get low, and that may be a sign where they just didn't get down soon enough. Maybe the legs are tiring, and this is a great opportunity for the Wings to further shift the momentum and tie this game up. Tenike, good decision just to clear there. Branson Felty can go. Unlucky touch there. Colt Nord. I don't think he meant to bring Branson down there. Crowd doesn't care. Colin Lauder off the boards, back to himself, in a good position, cross to Branson Felty. Good save from the runners.
Right there, Branson Felty showed his experience because he looked like he made the run like he was going to go to the back post and then popped off into the middle of the box right there. That was a different level right there, different level decision from Branson.
You kind of set your defender up and then go where you want to go.
Yep. He attacked that space that he didn't want first and came back into the other space.
Runners with the ball here. To their captain, Froylan Ramirez. Can't find the target man. Taylor Henry Does find Branson Felty, and Henry streaking off him. Branson is trying to stay up, does stay up, then looks like he takes a shot to the face, but really good play from Branson Felty. He'll get a sub, and he deserves it. Juan Zamora into the game. Now with Lucio through the left side. Can shoot, does. Shot on target. Nate Yeager does well to save. Juan Zamora fouls him, and we'll go back the other way. We had a good angle on that, LeBaron, and we saw just how pure and powerful Lucio can strike the ball.
Exactly. He did a very good, now like you said earlier, he's at his best when he goes direct and he doesn't slow it down. And right there, he went directly at the opponent and did his little step over move, created his shot, and took the shot. He didn't, hold it any extra touches that he didn't need.
So the runners down the left side here have an opportunity to shoot. Christian Lima in the way. It's turned inside out. And then we're going to have a goal from Murshad Ahmadi. Christian Lima went down a little early, tried to recover, couldn't, and concedes the goal. It looks like he may have even hurt himself on the play. So persistence, good finish, a little bit of trickery, and the runners go back up by 2.
Yeah, this has been definitely not the game everybody was expecting. All right, the runners, they're not playing like an 0-5 team at all.
So now runners 6-4 lead over the Wings with 2.5 left here in the third. Lots of time left. Juan Zamora, I will say one thing. The Wings target men have been fouled a lot, but they've stayed on their feet. They've tried to fight their way through all of the aggressive tackles.
Exactly, and it's a credit to the target guys, right? Not going to ground easy, trying to stay on their feet. The referees I think they've missed a few calls, but I think for the most part they've been on, the calls that they should be making, they're making.
Yeah. Lucio off the boards to himself. Just a game of inches as it is a few inches away from clipping through to himself. Can't get it. Ball can't find the ground. Does now through Forlin Ramirez. He tries to send off Giovanni Villalba on a run, but Kieran Laking's there to intercept. Sack now to Henry. Henry looking for Branson Felty, but he was setting up his runner. Sack now through the middle. Does find Branson. Good touch around the right. Off the boards to Perez. Well done, Branson.
He's more experienced than his years. He's showing more experience than his years.
Because what's really hard there is finding that right angle. Alex Perez, the goal scorer, by the way, folks. Sorry about that. But that ball, it's hard to find that exact angle, especially when your practice facility, the boards are different.
Exactly, yeah. That, like I said, he's showing more experience than his age for sure. That was just a good recognition of the indoor game right there.
So Alex Perez did finish it off really well. I want to make sure that is noted. Really strong ball played off the boards across the keeper. Perfect angle on Alex Perez, but we've got another goal scoring opportunity here for the runners. Saved by Hammerski. And another shot. Good block from Fonzie. We haven't seen or heard much from him in a while. Would like to see him have some sort of impact in the game tonight. Foul on Juan Zamora, and we'll have to check on his foul count. I know one of his fouls was a blue card, which doesn't count towards the foul count, but we'll keep an eye. Fonzie around his defender, does well. Juan Zamora looks like he fouled his defender, and yep, referee's not happy, crowd's not happy. But once again, I will say, I think the referee got it right. Juan, off the ball, just sent his defender to the ground.
That's 2 quick fouls on Juan, too.
I think it was unnecessary.
Exactly, totally unnecessary.
Yeah, Fonzie had broken away from his defender well. And now we've got a blue card.
Alfonso Lopez.
Oh.
Oh, 4th foul. No, it shouldn't be.
I believe it's 3.5.
It's 4.5. That's right.
Oh, it is 4.5.
4.5. Yep.
So now,
but now depends on how many he got in the first half, though, because he could be at the 6. He's got to be worried about 6 fouls.
Yeah, it's 6 total, but 4.5. And if he went on to that shift with 2, that's okay. But then he gets 2 quick ones, that's your 4. Because once you get 3, Coach Downing says you're done for the half.
Yeah.
Because we're not going to risk a blue. But obviously he went on with 2. We're good. And then 2 quick ones, you're in trouble.
Exactly. That's what happened was he gave up 2 quick, and that's him not being experienced. You know, that's a rookie mistake right there. You know the foul count. You don't give up a silly foul like he gave up on that 4th foul.
So the runners once again on the power play. 30 seconds left in the half, minute and a half on the power play. Wings are trying to kill it again and keep this runner's lead at 1. Good crossfield ball from the runners. Sergio Fuentes. Good back post ball. Wow.
That's a great finish.
Really good shot, and another good finish from Rashad Ahmadi. His second this quarter and second of the game. So the runners take advantage of another man advantage, and they go back up by 2 goals. An incredibly resilient performance here from the runners.
Well, and Wichita's not doing themselves any favors. They need to stay out of the box. They need to stay out of the penalty box because they're asking 4 guys to defend, and I was worried about New Mexico's legs. Okay, are the Wings going to have legs?
Yeah. Played a doubleheader last weekend, but had a week to recover. Jared Robbins, Brent Hobson out. Some younger players back in, so you think the fresh legs would give you a little bit of an advantage, but it feels like the experience that some of the New Mexico team has given them the edge tonight. And obviously, the finishing of Froylan Ramirez has been really exceptional.
And then also the finishing of Marshad Ahmadi. It's been good too. He's got, I think, the last 2 goals for them, and they were 2 really good goals.
Yeah, one with his left, one with his right. Yeah. And if you got those ambidextrous players, it's hard to favor their one side when they can do it with both. So the Wings get themselves into a little bit of trouble there with Juan Zamora. Like you said, LeBaron, not knowing in his mind what's my foul count. And also, Wings assistant coach Kyleino not here tonight, and he's usually the one on the bench keeping the foul count for Roger Downing, telling players, you've got 1, you've got 2,
right.
Here's the count. So that may have been part of the of just the lack of knowledge. Maybe he didn't know he had 2. But still.
Well, if all that being said, the 4th foul that he picked up was silly.
Yeah.
It was a silly foul. It's unnecessary, and so it doesn't change the fact for that.
And like you said, how unnecessary it was. He was in an attacking position that had just turned into 2v1 for the Wings because Fonzie had turned his defender, was going towards goal, and he was the remaining runner's defender had a decision to make. But for some reason, Juan, maybe there was, an elbow, or, he felt it was, the challenge was coming in and he had to react. But that'll be some of that, some of those rookie tendencies that will hopefully he'll work out quickly and work out for the next few games.
Right, and look, it's only a problem if you don't learn from it, right? And if he learns from it, then we're better for it. But he's got to learn from it. He put his team in a bad situation because of it.
That is his second blue of the night. So he spent more time in the penalty box than I think he would have liked to. So the Wings are going to start the 4th quarter down 7-5. And one thing that I would have liked to see more of is some of these younger guys who inevitably were going to get a lot of playing time tonight. Fabio Schneider, Fonzie, have a more impact on the game. They're really skillful players. They've got the potential to score, but they just haven't found that groove tonight. It's been tough for them here in their first game.
It's been very tough for them, and I don't know if they're on a 3-man rotation or not. If sometimes if you're in a 3-man rotation, you're not on the field as often, so it's tough to get into a rhythm. you know, and maybe that could be part of why we're not seeing them having the impact, you know, that we kind of hope they would.
So Wings down 2 as we enter the fourth quarter. The first time, oh man, Branson felt a good block. Ricochet out of bounds, and it kind of clocks a fan, but he was prepared to cover his face. So the first time the Wings have entered the fourth quarter down this year. So now it's, what have you got? What
are you made of?
Yeah, what's in your head? You know, where's the mentality at? We're going to find out here as they try to claw back from this 2-goal deficit. And a good move from Amadi, draws the foul from David Lucio. Amadi, it's a name we didn't talk about much in the first half, but the second half he has had a really big impact as the runners were looking for somebody else to put the ball in the back of the net besides Ramirez.
I was just thinking that, you know, we called his name a lot tonight, and the second half, and he's been good value for money, very good value.
Hammerski, good intervention there to send Lucio on his way. He's got Lauder to the left, Branson down the right. Branson shot. Oh, good save. Branson tried to go near post, but Nate Yeager, the keeper, had it covered well. We haven't talked about Nate Yeager a lot, but he's kept the Wings to 5 goals, a team that scores a lot of goals.
Right.
He's made some good saves, some good decisions, and right there had the near post covered well, and he's got no backup, so he
better be okay.
Yeah.
Look like he's favoring that right arm right now, that right hand. So you know, that could be a situation that the Wings take advantage of.
The fans not happy about that, but it's a good challenge for me.
Yeah, I have no problems with the no call there.
Colt Nord on the ball now, does well to break free of some Wings defenders. And the runners on the attack through Amadi. Bad pass. Now we've got Fabio Schneider going the other way. Bad touch, gets a little bit lucky, and it gets even more lucky. He has the opportunity to score, and does! Fabio Schneider on his debut. A bit of fortune, but we'll take it.
No doubt about it. Hey, that's what persistence gets for you, though. You know, he put his head down, and he was going to goal, and whatever was in his way, he was going to battle through it. And he was a bit fortunate. He wasn't fortunate with the finish.
Oh, yeah.
The great finish.
With his left foot, put it high and into the corner. Really tough to save. Fabio Schneider, congratulations to him on his first game for the Wings and his first goal. He hasn't found it easy tonight, but there, like you said, head down against 2 defenders, just worked hard. The ball found its way into a good position for him, quickly onto it, good finish, and he pulls the Wings back within 1. And Taylor Henry can break now. Colt Nord tries to get himself in the sin bin again. Taylor Henry off the boards. Alex Perez, what a save from Nate Yeager. But the Wings are creating opportunities kind of in quick succession here, and that's what, you know, the urgency's there to get this to get the lead back sooner than later.
Well, and what I like about what they're doing is they're winning the ball and they're not being delayed to get forward. They're winning it and immediately attacking.
Yeah, nothing wrong with the pass or the shot there. Nate Yeager, the keeper for the runners, just read it incredibly well.
Yeah, Colton Ord, he got a little lucky there. Lucky that Taylor Henry didn't leave his foot hanging, because he would have got him on a foul and it would have been a third 2-minute penalty of the game.
Yeah, that is a very good point. Good challenge from the runners there. Shot into the box just over the head of Stillinger, as Hammerski had kind of committed, and Stillinger, if it drops to him, he taps it in with his head. Lauder against the boards. Looks like a foul, and we're going to get the call. Lauder looks... Well, I thought he was going for a sub, but he's got more in him. So 12 left in the game here. Wings down by 1. Trying to keep that record undefeated. And they've got some work to do to make it happen, as they've been met by a really resilient, defensively sound, committed runners team tonight. Zach in some trouble, finds Fonzie. Good move on the boards to find himself some space. Good shot, just a bit high. Laking back to Fonzie. He's shapy.
Yeah.
He was shaping for it.
Oh, that's his third foul of the quarter or the half.
For Amadi?
For Amadi, that's his third.
Amadi interacting with the crowd a little bit there. Pointing to the scoreboard.
That's always a dangerous thing to get involved with the fans.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's not.
And this group here next to the bench, that's what they're here for.
Yeah.
That's why they have those seats. They love to interact.
Yeah. I mean, and then he points to the scoreboard. They better hope the scoreboard stays the same. Otherwise, he's going to be in for an earful.
Yeah,
that's his sixth foul.
Sixth game foul.
Sixth game foul.
So that is one of the downfalls of not bringing a lot of players. First of all, one of the downfalls of poor decision making, as we talked about.
Yeah.
As the game draws to a close, if they're going to hold on to a lead and try to get a result, one of your guys who's a clear goal scorer going out, that's one of the things that could turn the tides. And the runners now looking a little bit discombobulated, trying to organize the defense. Top, Alex Perez doesn't connect with the shot, and now runners back the other way. Oh, Perez, good intervention though. Skylar Rose was off and running if Perez doesn't get a foot in there.
Yeah, that's good. He fluffed his shot, you know, but he did his defensive work well there to prevent a odd man rush on the goal.
Yeah. Ball out of bounds. Wings with the ball. Laking for Tenike. Looking.
This is shaping up to have a cracking into the game.
The one thing we hope is that cooler heads prevail on both sides, and we just play out the game on the field and not in the penalty box.
Correct.
Oh, Lucio, great challenge. Branson, too. That's going to be a high boot. We're looking for the ref to head to his pocket. Not going to happen. I think Branson might have sold it a little bit.
Yeah, it's a common foul. It's a foul. You know, a common foul. No more than that.
Laking tries to lift the ball up for Fabio. He does get it back and he shoots. Oh, I think there was a little save there.
I think there was too.
It was heading towards the back post. Not sure if it was in, but Nate Yeager didn't know that, and he did get a touch to it. So once again, he continues his fine form in this game. Laking, oh my.
That's a blue card.
Oh no, Kieran.
And he's got to pick up a.
Oh,
he hit the referee
no.
too.
Yep.
And he hits the referee
That's straight
too.
red for sure. So we just moments ago talk about cooler heads, and then that is the opposite of what we get. And he flips the ref off. So Kieran, it's an aggressive challenge to start with. He's back. All he has to do is get in behind, and then he reacts to the ref very poorly. Ref has no other decision than to give him a red card.
Exactly. And then because he ran in, bumped into the referee, he threw something. He lost his head. Yep.
So, and now, LeBaron, since the blue came before the red, the Wings are still a man down.
Correct. They're still a man down.
Yep.
They're still a man down for 2 minutes.
So Colin Lauder will jog over to serve the penalty for Kieran Laking. And just as the Wings have a little bit of momentum, once again, they pull it to one. We get a poor decision on both sides. Their man gets sent off for 6 fouls. All Kieran has to do is just get in behind, just, kind of live to die another day.
Well, and he left his feet early. It was a lunging tackle. Left his feet early, lunging tackle near the boards. It was dangerous. It was dangerous. I mean, he made it easy on the referees to give a blue card on that one.
So, lot happening. 7-6 runners lead. Wings have to kill a penalty. Colin Lauder in the box and LeBaron. The only reason I feel like Colin Lauder is in the box rather than one of the players who doesn't, play as much as Colin is. Colin's going to be that man to break out if they can kill it and hopefully create an opportunity at the end of the 2 minutes.
Right. His experience.
Oh my goodness. Branson's trying to find his way around Forlan Ramirez. I don't know if there was a clip, but Ramirez went down.
if it wasn't a clip, that's very savvy from the New Mexico player.
Yeah.
You know, and he knows that any type of, I mean, if there was a touch, it was very slight.
So Ramirez having a chat with the referees. Got a smile on his face. He knows things are in their favor. Two players ejected tonight, one from each side. 7-6, runners lead. And the Wings are trying to kill their 5th penalty of the night, I believe. And Forlan Ramirez on the ball, number 11, has been very dangerous from these from these power plays for the runners. So they'll have to watch him and his left foot. Hammerski collects well.
If Wichita wants any chance to win this game, they're going to have to be professional in their approach. They're going to have to be very professional and not get caught up in the afters and everything that's going on.
So now 5v3. Good block from Daniel Sack as Branson felt he was coming in late after the shift switch with David Lucio. And this penalty kill team has done a lot of work tonight.
They've put in a double shift. Yeah, and this could be something that's going to be a factor late in the game, you know, because these guys are playing regular shifts as well, and so they may be fatigued.
Oh, Hammerski parries the save, gets a little lucky that Rose didn't finish off the pretty much open goal and set it a bit high. Branson can turn and he can find Taylor Henry. Oh, he had some space to run into. Holds it up instead. Gets by his defender. Forlan Ramirez fouls him. Crowd calling for a blue. I think it's borderline. But we're not going to see when Henry. Really well done by him.
Yeah. He did well. He did well to bait him in. And then when he got close, pushed it around him. Right. That could have easily been a 2-minute penalty.
I think we've got a blue.
4th foul.
Is that another 4th foul?
I think it might be his 4th foul.
So even though we don't get the blue on the foul itself, there's just been an immense amount of fouls tonight due to the just the aggressive nature of the defense anyway. So Forlan Ramirez has done it all tonight. Blocks, goals, serving time in the penalty box. And we'll go 4v4 for 24 seconds. And then after that, we'll have about a minute and a half of then a Wings power play and a really good opportunity to bring the game tied at 7-7. Taylor Henry, foot on the ball, looking for help. It's got Alex Perez. Tenike now has time. He's just going to hold on to it for these 10 seconds so they can get that extra man out there.
That's smart. That's very smart. They don't need to go and give up an opportunity on the other end.
And now, Wings on the power play. 5v4, and the crowd really lifting up here. They can sense the opportunity. Lucio, crossfield to Alex Perez. Alex Perez got a goal tonight, has had opportunities for others.
Yeah, it's going to Lucio.
It's a good shot from Lucio. Just a bit high. Well done from Taylor to reset with Kevin.
Lucio's on again.
Oh, good block from Rose. And the power play is definitely one of those spots where we missed Jared Robbins. Oh, and we've got Colton Ord and Kevin Tenike going at it. Oh, Taylor Henry back post. Tenike and Ord, we're going to have to watch this battle. They both ended up on the ground, very unhappy.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think that's a good referee no call because who do you call it on?
Yeah. Right side to Lucio. The Wings did have a really good opportunity to score on the back post through that altercation, and referees are going to call it back here. Lucio tries to play quicker than the referees would like. Lucio at the top now. Perez has a bit of time, not enough to get a shot off. Tonight, Lucio, shot. Another good block from Colt Nord. 16 seconds left in the penalty. Just enough time to create one more chance here and tie it up 7-7. Middle, Perez, shot, good block. Lauder, header, missed. Henry, blocked and saved by Nate Yeager. And what a series of events. Probably necessary for the runners to get a result tonight. Lucio, shot, blocked fairly easy as it's on his not favored right foot. Sack does the right thing to slow things down.
Wichita's smart. They would keep this ball and look to get changes because that defensive unit's been out there for a while. Keep them out there.
Juan has runners. Shot. Taylor. It was a good layoff from Juan.
Yeah.
Taylor himself probably heavy-legged as well. He spent the entire 2 minutes of the penalty out there.
And that's what else. That is why you don't stay out very long. Or at the end of a power play or something, you look to get your changes so that you can have fresh legs out there while they've got the tired legs.
So, Ben, what a game we've had. 6.5 left. We're going to the last media timeout of the game. Runners lead by 1. The score is 7-6. The runners, once again, with a little bit of momentum their way as they just killed a penalty. So now for the runners, they've got 6.5 minutes, probably tired legs, but at this point, once again, we talked about this last week that the Wings were trying to kill off a really close game like this as well, but they had the lead. Now at this point, it's got to be all mental, right? Smart decisions and really no more blue, no more yellow. Don't put your team at a disadvantage and to try to come in here and knock off the top team.
Very well said. Yes, that's exactly what it has to be. You know, it is mental. It's a mental aspect of the game right now. Is how mentally strong are the players going to be, and mentally sharp are they going to be. But that's what the fitness is going to have to come into play now, because when you get tired, first thing to go is the mind, and then you start making poor decisions. And you know, like you said, they got to stay out of the penalty box, and cooler heads need to prevail right now.
So the runners have not won a game this year, but they're 6.5 minutes away from doing it here. That is the beauty of all soccer, really, and indoor soccer. It's such a fast-paced, high-scoring game that any team on any night can really make it happen.
Absolutely. It's it's a game of momentum, and New Mexico's come out and played with a lot of passion and have actually controlled the game very well.
Big throw here from Nate Yeager. Juan Zamora in one of his many battles for tonight. There's players all over the place.
Colton Ord again, imagine that. Any type of situation, you know he's involved.
And I know we've got a foul here, but the instance with Colt Nord and Juan Zamora, I didn't see a foul. They were both just going for it.
Yeah. Look at Fonzie. See, this is what I'm talking about.
Double blue.
That's Fonzo's. That's his Achilles heel is getting involved in stuff like that.
You called it. That was where he could really hurt the team, and he has. I think they have given a double blue though. Both 14s. Alfonso Lopez and then Luis Martinez for the runners. So another 4-on-4 run of play we'll have for a couple of minutes. Kind of an innocuous situation that didn't seem like it needed to be elevated, LeBaron.
It didn't need to be. It had no reason to be taken to the level of a blue card, right? Again, this is where I talked about earlier. This is where they have to be professional with their mindset and their decision making.
So for the Wings, we've got Colin Lauder, Tenite, Lucio, and Taylor Henry. Very attacking 4 players out there for the Wings. Lauder, Lucio, and Taylor Henry, all guys that can really create in a 1v1 opportunity. They may look to isolate here. Taylor's playing the target, finds Tenike. Oh, very unlucky. Good play. Taylor Henry, and an incredible block from first Nate Yeager and then Taylor Ord. Or excuse me, Colton Ord. But opportunities created for the Wings. Lucio past his defender, pulls it back to Taylor Henry, then Lucio. Oh, Lucio, come on, man. Colin Lauder's got to track back here, and he does to slow down the runners. Tenike doing some great work as well to turn the 1v1 into a 3v2 in favor of the Wings.
Yeah, David's got it. Didn't go his way, but he can't stop playing. Right, he's got to keep playing.
Right.
Okay, even though it didn't happen the way he wanted it to happen.
You got to just turn and burn at that point.
He can't quit on the play.
Taylor, thought Colin was streaking to the back post. Colin holds his run. And now we've got a breakaway for Vince Aragon for the runners. Tight angle, lots of defenders back for the Wings. Hammerski does really well. Wings can break if they want. And here they go. Legs are getting tired. 4.5 left.
Yeah, they need to get some subs. You need to get some subs. Get some fresh legs out there.
Lucio can shoot. Oh, and another good save from Nate Yeager. He's really been spectacular tonight for the runners. Taylor Henry not arguing with that foul call at all. 6 minutes left in the 4v4 situation, so we're almost back to 5v5. A little over 4 left in the fourth quarter. Runners still up by 1. Kevin Tenike. Yep, I saw it. Tenike's got to watch his mouth here, though. There was just a little push, LeBaron, that the referee saw.
Yep.
Down low to Martinez. Fonzie back in the game. Has the opportunity to redeem himself here. Can go, does go, past Jackson Rogers, but just not enough steam. But wins it back. Now he's got the opportunity, shoots. Another good save from Nate Yeager. So persistence pays off with a chance, but Yeager there to deny the Wings again. Wings in possession. Oi. Fabio with a little confidence after his earlier goal. That's a ways out.
Yeah, that was a little bit of ways out, but to be fair to him, it was the way he's hit the ball before. I can't fault him with that opportunity he took there.
It was a good layoff. It was in his path. He didn't really have to readjust. So why not smack it towards goal? Like we said, it's indoor. Good things will happen if you put it towards goal.
At some point, the Wings got to start thinking about going 6th attacker.
Yes, something they have not had to do this year, but now we've got a 2v1. Colin Lauder with Branson Felty. Branson, shot, and Nate Yeager.
Great block.
He was good in the first half. He's been better in the second half.
Yeah, and Colin Ord did well there, too, to get across and get down as well. I mean, they're really sacrificing their bodies on the defensive side of the ball. Yep.
And Kevin Tenike approaches the ball, but then gives a timeout. I haven't seen the 6th attacker jersey come out. Oh, there it is. I believe. Is this the time to do it, LeBaron?
3 minutes.
3 minutes with an attacking.
With 1 goal down. Yeah, you got an attacking free kick here. Yeah, it'd be a good time.
They do have the jersey in the huddle, so it's at least being discussed. So the Wings do have an attacking free kick. So I imagine the discussion is, if we don't score here, 6th attacker.
6th attacker. But now the trick, though, is if you don't score, the ball's live, it's going to be harder to get Steven Hammerski off to get that 6th attacker on because they're on the far bench side now.
Very true. So he'll probably, Coach Stowning's probably going to draw up a couple scenarios, or they may just go straight 6th attacker. We'll see here soon.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen anybody put the jersey on
I was just
yet.
going to say, I haven't seen anybody get ready to go as 6th attacker. They got the jersey ready, but it doesn't look like they're going to go just yet. I mean, you're 1 goal down. I can understand maybe, let's see what happens on this free kick before we go 6th attacker, but I play to win, and I would set something up with a 6th attacker for that extra player, and then just keep them pinned in on this side.
So one of the options is sixth attacker, so you know there's going to be somebody open for a shot. Draw it up. Let's try to do it now.
Yeah, let's try and do it now. Yeah, you know what I mean? Half dozen one, six of another, I guess. You know, if they score here, then what I'm saying makes no sense.
So we got a strange setup. Didn't work, and Hammerski's going to have to come and retrieve. He does. Still no sixth attacker coming on just yet.
And I believe Wichita still has another timeout because they didn't take a timeout in the first half.
That is correct.
You got 2 per game.
So just under 3. And now here they come. Alex Perez going to hold off Taylor Henry. Puts on the sixth attacker, and the Wings are going to try to pull one back. Taylor Henry running the point here. Down low to Colin Lauder. Now David Lucio. Into the middle. Can shoot, and it's just high. Hammerski's going to come back on. So back to...
I'd like to see Kevin Tenike, instead of playing that target post player, get him out on the perimeter with this shot that he has.
Yeah.
I think he'd be better served to be out on the perimeter for him.
We know he can strike it with both feet. But as you said right now, he's kind of shaping up to play the target man. There's Fabio, wins it well. To Colin Lauder. Colin Lauder, they're yelling at Hammerski to come switch for Taylor Henry, and they're going to get it done. Lucio, middle to Juan. Good defense from the runners. They can clear. They do clear. That ball's cleared well, but not going to end up in the back of the net. Henry back the other way, and the runners are just going to pack it in here and wait for the attack to come.
There we go. Kevin's out there. Okay, that's... David needs to sit a little deeper.
Oh.
He needs to go a little deeper.
Taylor's going to have to get back quick, or the keeper's just going to try to throw it in. Probably not going to have enough on it. Taylor can use his hands. Now he can come back the other way, and they've got a 6v4 if they go quickly. Oh, that's not a good pass from Taylor.
No.
And they have the opportunity to score. Once again, I don't think that's going in the goal, but Taylor will have some pressure for Florian Ramirez. Someone's got to talk to him. And he gets away with it. But kind of a sketchy situation. Down the boards to Branson Felty. Minute and 11 left in the game. Taylor lofted. Kevin's going to have to take it off the boards. Not the bounce he wanted. And we're going to get a handball on Fuentes, and the Wings can maybe set something up here from a set-piece opportunity. You calling another timeout here if you've got it, LeBaron?
Probably not with this far away from the goal. You can't really set anything up.
Okay. Perez shot, kind of blocked by Branson Felty.
Should be top of the box.
Yep.
Now, this is where I would get a timeout.
There you go. Yep.
Yeah.
The patience will pay here if they choose to take it. Johnny Freedom hyping up the crowd here inside Hartman Arena. A few hands on knees on both sides of the ball. Tenike shaping. Taylor Henry to his left. Yep, and there's the fake out with the timeout. And good use of it as well.
This is a big, big, big moment from Wichita right here. Great opportunity. You're not going to get much of a better opportunity than right now. Top of the box free kick, able to call a timeout and draw a play up. Hopefully it's something that they can, that's been on the training ground and they can execute it.
And I just noticed Christian Lima's got his shoes off. And it had to be from that injury, yeah.
Yeah, well, he might have pulled his groin or something. He was holding in that area when he came off. Yeah, he got turned pretty good a couple times down in that corner and stepped wrong or something.
So the Wings have lost Kieran Laking to an ejection, and now they've Christian Lima. We haven't seen him in a while, and no wonder. He was holding the groin after a defensive effort midway through the third quarter. So he's done. So the Wings down to the 12 outfield players that the runners started with. However, they've also had an ejection for too many fouls in a game from Amadi. But here we go, crowd lifting the Wings up as they've got a top of the box restart with 50 seconds left. Sixth attacker Taylor Henry is on. And there's no better opportunity to tie this game up than with this set piece. Two Wings join the wall, Sack and Felty.
Taylor Henry.
Oh, and it's just read incredibly well by Aragon. He can shoot, does shoot, and that might, nope, just wide. Tenike's got it clear, off the boards. Froylan Ramirez guarded by Sack. The Wings have got to get possession back here with 35 left. Branson. Now it's cleared long from Ord. Last opportunity if the Wings are going to do it. Perez down the left. He's got Tenike. He can turn and shoot if he wants. In the middle, Colin Lauder. Two incredible blocks from the runners. And I tell you, that is this game in a nutshell.
Yep.
Just incredible defensive work from the runners, and that might do it. 8 seconds. Taylor's just going to have to loft it in. Doesn't. Wow. What's the call?
Handball.
I don't see any sort of direction from either ref. But LeBaron, those two blocks right there really sum this game up.
Absolutely, 100%. Right? Everyone's raising their hand for a goal, and you pull off two big blocks like that there. And I think Colin Ord got a little lucky too, because when Colin Lauder was going through the box, Colin reached out and grabbed his legs and kept him from going. So they missed that call.
So congratulations to the New Mexico runners. They come in without a win, and they take down the top-ranked Wichita Wings. Wings will go 4-1, and the runners will go 1-5 on a 7-6 game. So obviously, LeBaron, not the result that the Wings or anybody really thought we were going to get tonight, but really a great game to watch. The runners came in and they said, we're going to turn it around, and they brought it all game to the very end, and they had the legs, they had the stamina to execute the game plan, didn't they?
They executed to the T, all the way to the final whistle. Like I said, their game plan was getting numbers behind the ball, throwing their bodies in to make blocks, and at the end of the game, like you said, it summed up exactly how the game went for them. So credit to New Mexico tonight for the victory.
So folks, that's going to do it for us tonight with this MASL2 action. Wichita Wings 6, New Mexico Runners 7. Join us in 2 weeks. Wings are back here in Hartman Arena in just a couple weeks' time. We'll have a couple-week break, and we will see you all then. Bye for now.